Oh, the dragon's milk is not very good.
No, it's terrible. No, God,
Does
it's
your
awful.
character sheet open
Yeah,
up in a whole new window? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So I can't have this open and look at the map, or have it at a convenient size, because anytime I click off of it,
Are you just using one monitor?
yes,
Okay.
there
Just
is
go
my
to your roll d20 just page, just normal page without your character sheet. And do you have like a chat, like a bunch of tabs on the right side? Like on the
yeah,
right side of there. Okay.
yeah,
The first one should be your chat. The
yeah.
second one should be like a bunch of characters. It's shit.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Do you see your character in it?
Yeah.
All right. Just click on that.
Yeah, that's what brings up my character sheet.
And it opens up in a whole new window.
Yeah.
That's weird. What browser are you using?
Chrome.
Okay.
Not Chrome. What am I
Edge.
using? Edge.
Chromium Edge. The Chromium Edge. Edge is good. I actually use it now.
I mean, Edge is basically
fine.
Chrome.
It's Chromium now.
I mean, that's what I'm using right now, anyways, is Edge, because Roll D20 is actually optimized for Edge, not Chrome.
I mean, it's the same shit.
I'm just saying, like every time I open up Roll D20 and something that's not Edge, there you
go. See,
You do it. You fix it.
There's an option under settings at the very top says character pop out windows.
Oh, there you go.
You have that unchecked.
No, I unchecked it. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, now it's unchecked. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was unchecked by default.
Okay, so
Spatial ed.
I'm gonna give you guys a chance to suspect who you think the culprit is.
I already gave you my answer. Well, one of them anyway.
Didn't you already admit to it?
No.
What? Oh, we'll give the barrels. Okay. Is that where you're at? Is that, I just need to make sure I'm understanding, because you said I need to know who the culprit is, but I don't know what the, like, to what scenario you're talking. It could be anything.
He's talking about who the culprit is that is killing the horses, or poisoning the horses, I'm guessing is what he's asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we found the poison.
Yes.
Yeah, 30 poison vials behind the misguided muscarel.
Yeah, we don't know where the poison came from.
There was a note in the barrel.
It said to deliver it to a certain place. And I'm guessing that's when we're going to find out who's been poisoning it.
Any guesses?
Colonel Mustard. I don't know that anybody has any motive if it wasn't one of the gamblers or people.
Here's the question. Is it going to surprise us?
Yes.
It's a Dirty Dan.
Is it male or female? Am I allowed to ask that question?
Male.
We all met this person.
Correct. Carl's just laughing. What the hell?
What the heck? Just making it worse every time we get more clues. Just make it even worse.
I mean, it's answering questions I already know the answer to.
It's a tall door.
No.
No, why would it be Taldor? He's too busy.
Because I'm guessing.
Oh.
He's probably the one of two honest men in this town.
There are no honest men in this town.
Do you think Roanoke is
I don't know about that.
honest?
Unless they're honest about their dirt.
Yeah.
I know who it isn't. I'll find out.
Okay, where we left off, set the scene for me.
Got some cable, but anyway.
I don't remember exactly. I was too distracted by Dylan's
So
band.
basically, the last line that was like, oh well, I guess what the last line was. So what you know about poison?
We found the poison from the outside of the kitchen and the barrel, and then I was like, "So what you know about poison?"
So
And he,
now,
Wilson ended up spending 600 gold
Yeah,
on
because
a
I
pair of
put a
votive
vial
dice.
onto the bar, and he's like,
Yep.
"Where'd you get that?" I was like, "Oh, I found it."
Basically, we got the whole story from Tari. Well, we found the barrel from behind the misguided muskrat, based on clues from Teresa gave us about some hooligans smashing the barrel into the back of their door and breaking it.
And that's when I found out that he has
Yep.
debt.
Because there was a note in the barrel showing that they're behind on bills and that they could use extra cash. So somebody knew that very well.
Was he
I
maybe
need
being
to start
blackmailed?
writing this. I need to start writing these fucking notes down.
I don't know how you remember all this shit, Carl.
I take notes. That's my
Was there a
your
notepad
honest.
and roll d20?
What's that?
Was there a notepad and roll d20?
I use one note, so I write down like all my backstory and the allies and what people said.
I know, but I'm just seeing is there a built-in one that I can.
Yeah, I can do this. I can set up notes for you.
Also, by culprit, do you mean who's behind it overall, or who actually poisoned the horses?
Who
got
actually?
their hands dirty?
We're gonna go overall.
Okay.
I think there might be someone else.
So you should see something in your inventory, Brandon, or your journal thing. It should say notes.
Oops. Hey, can I edit this?
Yes.
Hey.
Clarence, do you want a similar one?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Is there actually one in there?
I can
cool.
I can make them.
No, he just basically made us a new page.
Yep.
All
Do you want me to make it a generalization for everyone, or have each person have their own?
I mean, I'm gonna just make my own. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me my own because I'm retarded and no one's gonna understand my note scheme.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I can do that. It's not a problem. It takes me literally no time at all to make this.
Oh, I like this. I much prefer typing.
And
Can
then
everybody write down stuff now?
hey, this is free to do whatever you want to do with on your
I
own.
do this at work and it shocks people.
Yes. So
Like,
the three of you have a notes page. Oh.
Let the close and reopen it.
Yes, it is yours to keep. Only you and I can see what's written inside of it. Unless you share it with the group.
Where's it at?
It should be in the list of stuff next to your, like, where your character sheet is.
Oh, it just says no. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Should be easy enough from now on.
Completely white. Oh, goodness.
I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. Like, that's... it is what it is. Okay, so then what would be the next... What would be the next step for you guys to take?
7/6/2022 absent.
I think overall it's Caleb, by the way. I think it's Caleb Hogeets.
Are you making a fucking journal? Like a diary?
So you think it's Caleb?
Overall. The overall.
Okay.
Caleb is
the mayor.
Not part of his town, so I don't know.
I like how Brandon's just mulling it over. I saw, like, question, authority, acceptance, a little bit of anger, and maybe Carl's right. Like, all is like a 3-second thing.
Well, I'm just thinking about that because, like, what if he's using Slick Terry as a scapegoat? You know what I mean? Because he's, like, done a lot of other shady stuff, and he's just using him as a scapegoat, and he's got some sort of ties somehow into it. That he profits off of it.
He has the power to do that, but how does he profit off of it, though?
I don't know. He's in pretty kind of ways. Powerful.
I mean, who's making all the laws that say that gambling's illegal? It could just as easily
but
be
you
like
said
the
everybody
church.
met this person, and I don't think Ben did.
Everyone has met this person.
Yeah, so it's not the mayor.
I don't know. I thought he did.
Like, it was literally you and me.
Everybody was
the
there.
mayor.
Everybody was at the bar that one time, though. But I guess
nobody
I
went to the
haven't had
town
any
hall
actual...
but me, and then you went the second time.
Well, not that day, yeah, but I mean, we've been playing for a couple days.
So
yeah, I don't
nobody
think
else went to the
Dylan
town
met him
hall,
either. That only leaves a few characters, though.
So we'll start with this. What evidence do you have to bring forward to Caleb? Who do you think it is?
Maybe we have that pack that I had found by the river.
Yes.
The slimy apples, which is now in the river.
A single apple that is slimy was in the river. Because somebody threw him an apple covered in slime.
Someone thought it was a good idea to throw a poison apple at a dragonborn and expect him not to toss it. Like,
I couldn't believe when you said that. I know it was a slip of the tongue, but it was like, yeah, I'm playing this off. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we have enough evidence still to go forward with anything, though.
Ah, but do you though?
I don't know.
You do have the drop-off location.
Do we?
Should set up a sting then.
Yeah.
Where's the drop-off location?
It should have said something along the lines of the drop it off at the eastern building by the river, which would be over here. I'm pretty sure I said that. I don't think I made a note of it though.
You might have mentioned you were having Dylan doing something around that area. But
Yes. Because
I don't know.
Dylan had to go do his own adventure of sorts.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't see the note in the listing, so odds are I did not make it. I think I just told you.
Yeah, I'll
looks
have
like
that in my notes down there.
We're staking it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Stake it out, my
That
boy.
works.
SpongeBob,
go.
me boy.
Yeah.
I guess we can also ask like Taldor or anyone else to see if they've seen anybody push a cart of barrels nearby recently on a
Right.
steady basis. It's just not an idea.
I mean, would it be a steady basis though? I mean, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Anybody unusually doesn't usually typically see push barrels.
Not to be
Well,
a
I
it's like that
have
place.
a question because I forgot. Who all stayed in the town besides the priest that we rescued from the boat?
the nobleman.
It's a good
I'm
question.
gonna say
But this was going on before that, though.
correct.
That just start. Oh, it was. This was
Was
last week.
Yeah, because
Correct.
we decided to go on a different quest, and it was an option that we could have done earlier. Those guys were drunk for at least a few weeks before we got there.
I think it's been a week, right? They said a week or two.
It's been going on for a week or two, yes.
That'd be hilarious if it ended up being Jacob. But I don't know what he would get out of that either.
Not the blacksmith, is it? Tell me it's not the dwarf.
No, it's not the blacksmith. He's too busy.
Not the dwarf. He's too busy.
Too busy to vote.
He's got barely
Too
enough time
busy
to
to
go home
play.
and drink.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
I think we asked for information. Maybe stake this out to see if anybody shows up. Like Clarence was saying. Big Ben was saying, rather.
Take it out, man.
All right, so as you're heading over there, it is approximately midday at the current moment in time, and you see some guards rushing over that way.
Intriguing.
Over there, you see some guards rushing their way over there.
So I'm gonna go investigate that too. I think we all want to go take a look.
I don't want to rubberneck too hard, but
Upon getting over there, you see in front of this little small building right there, that little small one, the door has been kicked in. And the guards are starting to enter into the building.
I want to see what's going on.
Inside
guards
this
seem-
small building, I'm assuming you're following in. Inside the small building, there is, what appears to be like a central bar counter in the center, like an island bar, and then the rest of the room is empty, but the door to the back alleyway is opened.
Down that back alleyway, huh?
Gone already.
I'd assume that they're either gonna head down the river or take a trail. I don't see any trails. Think they might hop on a boat.
I don't think there's any boats on the river that are transport like that. Most of them
I
are
guess they wouldn't make it
cargoes.
to the gate anyway.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Roll for,
Hey, just what I wanted. Heading this
Okay.
way towards the town hall, you spot two figures run walking.
Okay.
Like they're
Suspiciously walking.
Jogging.
they're not full on running, but they are definitely trying to get away fast without being noticed.
Hmm.
But you noticed them.
I tell everyone else. I see people kind of acting suspicious. We should follow them. And then I head towards them.
What is this? I will copy this.
I'm gonna pick up the closest rock and toss it at one of them as hard as I can.
Okay. I'm gonna use this as an indicator of where they're at. All right. Just for the time being. You're gonna toss a rock at them. All right.
Mhm.
Go for it. Roll the attack roll. It would just be.
Where is my attack roll? Where the fuck is it?
You know what the fuck is it?
You rolling for strength or?
You would. Good question. I guess you don't have an unarmed strike listed because that's what I would have used. So I guess what you could do is add that.
Let's roll.
Get rid of the proficiency 1d. Let's do 1d4 because it's a rock. We'll call it a rock throw. And yeah. There you go. I got you a rock throw.
Good lord, man.
18 to hit.
Deadly
Is
fucking.
that really? Yeah, you peg him. Choice of words were bad. Max damage too. You see the man turn around and it's Slick Terry wearing a robe and he's holding the back of his head like, what the fuck?
Could
the
have
other-
thrown me.
The other character continues running now. Running faster.
Could I like yell at them? Or are they that far away?
Uh,
Could I persuade him from a distance?
I don't know about that. They're trying to get the fuck out of there.
I can't throw rocks as good as him.
Keep running after them.
You leave Slick Terry and run after the other guy.
I'm a dwarf.
That's what's your punishment. Keep chasing the other one.
My
That was
tiny
your
legs are just
punishment.
flailing. You bastards!
You better wait for me. Let's see here.
I guess could I roll athletics and just sprint my ass off?
I just say they just if you roll athletics and beat the 8 that I rolled, you can catch up to.
Yeah!
Do
Son
it.
of a bitch.
That poor guy.
It makes sense that the Dragonborn gets there first, but Ben's right on the heels. 7-foot monstrosity chasing down a human.
Grab his tail for. Hang on.
Hang on.
I forgot my skis.
Oh. Jeez.
So how do you grab onto them? Do you like tackle them or do you just like grab the back of their shoulders or what are you doing?
I don't
you
think
said
I
they
can
weren't-
reach his shoulders.
I say, are they wearing a cape?
Yeah, they're in a cape.
Trying to grab on that.
If they roll shitty. All right.
Well, we're
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the closest things, which is gonna be the legs. So I
What
mean,
would that be? There is no grapple, but there is a. That's not you. That's Ben. I'm like, where is a? I can't remember what the grapple was. It's just a strength check, right?
Strength check as long as it beats the DC. He stays
Yeah.
grappled.
Yeah. Go ahead, just roll a strength check there, Carl.
Strength check.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
all speed, no power.
Oh my
But you both
god.
were chasing him?
Yes.
Wait,
yes,
crit fail.
just about.
Oh.
All right, you grab his cloak and stop him dead in his tracks.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Waiting for Big Ben to come out of nowhere, just heck, poor guy, because he's still sprinting.
Take
Yes.
out his knees.
Oh my god.
Ah!
As he gets clotheslined with his own cloak, the dwarf takes out his legs and he hits the ground hard. He's having issues breathing. It's like just knocked the wind out of him.
I just yell, critical fail, haha.
Upon further
This
inspection,
man.
it is actually Jacob.
Ah, that's right. That's it. I was wrong, but
Well, don't
I
let
have
the other
bad
one get
feeling.
away.
What are you guys
Jacob?
doing? Oh,
what? What are you doing, Jacob? Why are you running away with Slick Terry?
he's an informant. Oh, my legs.
Terribly sorry about that, but you did run. You did run.
Yeah, because some idiot was banging on our door saying something about owing them money for children. And he damn near broke the door and we thought we were getting mugged. We took off running. What the hell? I think it was your barbarian doing that.
Actually, why was he banging on your door in the first place? You know?
I don't know. I thought he was with you.
No, he does his own thing quite frequently. It still explain why you're running away, though. Like,
I
two
mean,
of
would
you
you
against
run away?
one.
Would you
No.
run away if someone was beating on a door that you're behind, saying something about "Give me money for my children, baby, it's yours, don't leave me"?
You would deny them
Uh,
charity.
You
Well,
open
when
the
they're
door.
beating down the door, that's a different story. That's no longer charity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why do you guys gotta be so mean to me?
How about we go back over and have a talk with everybody?
I just sleight of hand and check his pockets real quick for anything suspicious without him knowing.
See if he's lying or not.
Oof.
He's
Yeah, I was
actually
waiting
telling
for
the
that.
truth.
Well,
Ragdool
day,
was
every
beating
day.
down the door and it scared them and forced him to run.
oh.
I always go back and have a talk with you and Slick Terry since we can hold off Barbarian if he shows up. We didn't see him.
What were you saying, Clarence? You wanted to frisk him? Did I lose Clarence?
I don't think. I mean, if he's not lying, I doubt that there's anything on him.
Okay. Well, if you want to do... Would that be an investigation or... Sorry. I don't even know what that would be.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'll do sleight of hand.
I just want to check his pockets, but I just don't think he has anything.
I don't know. He's got pockets.
Oh, up out of pocket.
Yep, it feels like a man to me.
Pardon me, just picking myself up.
Oh, man. All right. So Jacob is standing back up. Okay. I'm going to bind Terry's hands. Okay. As you two are returning with Jacob, you see Slick Terry in rope handcuffs standing next to Archangel. Jacob sees this like, what are you doing to my informant?
Yeah, I'm not feeling great about this, I won't lie.
Do you guys have any idea what you're doing?
No.
Investigating.
Investigating
rock.
what?
Clothes.
There were open doors, the guards were going in, they ran out the back,
Yeah.
we ran after them. Pretty straightforward. What we
Yeah.
thought we were doing was helping.
Yeah. So Paylor thought you were a bad guy, so I chased you. As you said once, chase the bad guys.
You're gonna tell me what this is all about, really?
Some near dead horses and our own investigation.
Near dead horses.
What are you doing here?
Didn't you get my letter? I'd be here in 3 days.
I don't recall.
I remember that letter, actually. I do recall that letter.
I distinctly remember Ragdoll speaking very loudly, very frequently, so you'll have to pardon me if I didn't have a chance to read it myself.
Well, now I got guards all over my building, don't I? Yeah.
Why are you worried about them finding your building?
Information.
About what?
Why don't you just check his pockets, Tiny?
What?
Last I checked, I employed you. You don't get the right to search me.
Find relics. We have every right to investigate if you're seen to be doing something suspicious that could be harming people or animals.
Or
What
animals.
authority does the church have here, I wonder?
What?
I wonder what authority the church holds in our situation.
Ooh.
I wonder if we could use that to our advantage.
87%.
Ooh. Well, you better watch who you're talking to, mister.
I never thought about putting that in for the town thing. Thank you. This town just got richer. I meant like its collective pull with the church. Like it's got more of a deep meaning for it. Like thank you for character world building that much better.
No, thank you.
It happens.
So, Jarble?
Yes.
Secretary say anything?
Nope.
Your
Not a
sweet
word.
rock throw, and you're just stand by and watch the catastrophe unfold after the fact?
He minded the secretary.
Claiming his kill.
I like him.
Wipes off his rock.
Fix it.
You got your blood on my rock.
Clean kid.
Should have thrown a potato at him.
Ragdoll's the only one with potatoes for somehow.
Somehow.
Gonna throw a gold bar.
Kill somebody.
What kind
Concussion.
of rich man are you to throw gold bars at peasants? Like,
Oh, no!
That would so funny. Just throw a relic at Jacob and just knock him out with a relic. Oh, here's your relic.
That's like hitting somebody with a stack of hundreds at this point in time.
I'd stop. I mean,
At some point, you have to stop and question. Maybe I'm the baddie.
I think he's trying to get secretary to talk a little bit to see what he's up to. He's been really quiet here.
I'm an informant. What do you want from me?
What are you informing him on?
The progress of current events that you're not involved in.
How do you know that?
Because you're not involved in it.
What kind of event is it?
None of your business.
I don't know that. I feel like Paylor would disagree with that.
Baylor could disagree all he wants. What we do here in this mortal plane is our choice.
So
To an
I'm
extent.
going to.
I'm half expecting you to
guess.
say break a finger.
No.
God. He's gonna go back to the inn and
Like,
go
I'm
cook
gonna
for
grab his
Teresa.
neck and I guess kind of like just hold him, firmly grasp it, if you will, and take out a vial of the poison and are they corked?
Yes.
Uncork it, and I'm gonna just put it in front of his face.
What are
Are
you
you
doing with
thirsty?
that?
Are you thirsty?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You look thirsty.
You look awful dark, my friend.
What you know about apples?
Damn.
Heidi, I think he thinks it's him.
Maybe.
I know enough
Son.
about apples. What do you need to know about apples for? And why do you keep pushing this farther in my face?
Can you cure poison? Just in case.
Those vials look familiar to you, Terry.
Looks like a vial.
I just keep putting it closer to his face.
He keeps backing his head as far back as he can.
I'm holding his head still.
You sure you don't know about
Oh, yeah,
this?
he's lying. You know he's lying.
Easy way out of this, Terry. I'll stop my friend right now.
He's got to
Tell me
admit.
what you know.
I think you should just tell us the truth, otherwise you're gonna get hurt.
He looks past the vial somewhat and goes, Jacob, you gonna do anything or just let me suffer? And Jacob's just kind of shrugging his shoulders. Goes, they've got their choice made, I guess. You did something to piss them off. You might as well come clean, Terry. What are you up to?
I slowly start to begin to pour it.
No, no, no!
I think that should be enough, Yaripol. I don't know if you it's the right to kill him
I don't
over
know.
that.
Persuasion rolls that high, so I think maybe I'll join him. Intimidation. Grab the
Oh,
son
Jesus
of a bitch by
fucking
his
Christ.
neck and I pry open his mouth. Tell us the truth.
Just starts bawling right there in the street.
What you doing with my
Imagine
money
a
anyway?
dwarf grabbing somebody by the neck, like jump up.
I let a single
Overpowering.
drop fall to the ground.
I was gonna say, first off, you have to overpower the Azamar, get him to his knees, and then pry open his mouth like a fucking lion.
Take his
I think in
knee.
your best interest to tell us the truth now. I don't know if I can stop the dwarf.
I
I
only
mean, be a
get one of
dragonborn,
these
but he's tough.
maybe every 3 weeks.
He's very lawful when it comes to this kind of stuff. I would definitely come clean quick.
I've had enough.
You can see Terry's just starting to cry. Just absolute tears rolling down his head. And Jacob's, I don't know what's going on, but I don't think you should do that.
I don't know if you understand what this man did.
I really don't know what this man did, but you're in broad daylight and people are watching.
I can show him the evidence afterwards. We'll be alright.
Do you think the guards will be that understanding?
Yeah, I can always call an acolyte of the church over and help them explain the situation.
All right, my hands are clean. I'll be over at the Misguided Muskrat till you're done. I'm not leaving until I talk to you guys. I'll be there. And Jacob walks away, just shaking his head, wondering what the fuck happened.
Hear that, Slick Terry? Just you and us 3.
I just whisper in his ear really quietly. You can either deal with us or your brother. Which is it?
I'll take her, brother.
I think we're past that at this point. He's not getting away. He's answering some questions.
Did he say his brother?
Yeah, his mouth is
Of
still being
course he
held
did.
open.
We'll take you to your brother if you give us the evidence of that you did this.
Tell us something, Slick Terror. We know you know something.
Yes.
We know you know something.
That is, or it's death. I can't stop them.
Are
They
you
I
don't
s-
rolled
overpower
a
me.
25 to intimidate. Speak up.
Are you
Let's
still
see.
holding his mouth open?
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking furious, man.
How is he
I got
supposed to
little man
speak with his
syndrome
mouth
is just-
open?
Agree. I heard you say Jacob. Now you're going to deal with me.
All you
Blink
hear is just
twice
noise.
If you're going to talk.
All you just hear is noise coming out of his mouth. Just noise. That's it. It's
Alright,
just moaning and
I-
whining.
I let him go. I think he gets the picture. I just didn't want to let go of the 20. It's gone now.
I just pour the rest of the vial right in front of him onto the ground,
Okay.
Right?
and then I let him go.
As he's there, on his knees, collecting his breath, controlling his breathing, and getting the tears out of his eyes, he simply says, I was paid to do this by another kingdom. They paid handsomely.
Do what?
How much and what can
Poison the
Yeah, and-
racehorses.
So you did poison the racehorse.
Yes.
How many times did you poison them? Was it repeatedly?
3 times a week, minimum. Just enough to cause a disruption in their training. I'm not proud of
Kingdom
it.
was
Who has the note from the barrel?
I think I might have it on my
I'd say
inventory.
I think Tiny has it.
We should show up to him and ask him if he knows anything about this.
Also, I have this receipt here. You know, I have in this note from the barrel. What do you have to say about that? It's got your signature on one of these documents.
It was to cover my tracks, to make it look like I was being blackmailed. It was designed so that way if I got caught, I could just simply say it was some outsider.
Well, Slick Terry, it appears we might not have caught you. But a circumstance played out. You
So
did
you
get caught.
decided to threaten Willis and his family just for the sake of covering your own tracks?
Oh, what else was in your rucksack that you missed as well? If you did poison them.
Oh.
I'm not so sure your brother would want to deal with you. Sounds like he's almost as pissed off as us. You do realize you're going to be doing time, right?
I realize this. But you gotta understand, the money. It was so good. It was
Speaking of the
500
money-
gold pieces a month. Up until the race happened. You understand, I was this close to buying my own properties. Outside of this
Oh.
town.
Where exactly is that gold X? I think he owes somebody some money at the farm that he would disrupt him.
You're never gonna find it. I won't give that up.
Pull out another vial of poison, and I uncork it.
Is that the game we're playing?
That's the game we're playing.
That is correct.
Something tells me, Terry, I don't think you really want to go through with this. Just, I don't know if you want to do that. Oh my god.
I
It was
fucking knew
terrible.
it.
He harmed
Nope.
animals, and that doesn't sit right with Yarable. So
Trust me. You want us. You don't want this guy.
It's not in
We're
your
the good
nature to
cops.
kill someone.
It's not, and I won't. I would heal you again and again as he tortures you, though.
As long as I don't kill you.
I would
Just
roll
for a
that
lawful
with an
reason.
intimidation. Oh my god, and gaining a
That's
plus
awesome.
2 for fucking intimidation on that one.
that just
Jesus
reminds me of
Christ.
that one dude, that one anime.
Oh my
Like,
god. These two guys rolling with a negative 2. Yeah, okay. Just wait, I think I know what you're talking about,
Take
Brandon.
turns.
Yeah, Misfit of Demon School or Demon King Academy or whatever. that was.
Yeah, it's like
Where he just killed the dude and resurrected him over and over again
and
until he
just
gave
kept
up.
killing him.
I watched that. He was like, "Did you get it that time?" Snaps his fingers.
Kills him, rises him.
Beautiful.
And people are like, he's not the Demon King. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
The money. Fine, I'll tell you where the money is. But I'm only telling my brother.
So I kneeled down next to him. I look him straight in the eyes with a smile.
And your character never smiles.
I might have to roll for an intimidation check if he starts smiling.
I'm gonna plug his nose.
Okay.
Can I do that without a roll?
Yes, he's technically
Okay.
prone.
I'm doing that. I'm holding his nose shut with one hand.
I'm gonna play along, so I'm gonna make direct eye contact with the guy. Really, what I'm doing is hoping that he's not gonna do what I think he's gonna do.
Okay, you're holding his nose and he's awfully scared. What are you gonna do to me?
Open your mouth for me,
I don't wanna.
please.
Is it about the money?
Please. Thought I'd just wait. With his nose closed.
He slowly opens his mouth to breathe. Just get a good gulp of air and tries to shut it tightly again.
Can I try to just shove the vial in his mouth?
Yeah, strength, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
You got the whole bottleneck in his mouth.
Gonna tell us or no?
You're one tiny quirk away, buddy, from being more than a sick horse. I guarantee that.
We're surprised you guys are letting me do this.
I'm more surprised you're not worried
We're
about the
accomplices.
consequences of everyone else watching
We are
this.
accomplices. I guarantee 500 gold will pay for any problem we have. Works for the church, it'll work for us.
Oh my goodness.
He starts shaking his head up and down as best he can while fighting you holding his nose.
I take the vial out of his mouth.
So we
Let
got
go of
some
his nose.
He just spits right off to the side. The money. Oh. I stashed the money behind the chest in the basement. It'll be there in a small box.
What basement?
Yeah,
Where, you dickhead?
The misguided
this
muskrat.
kind of muskrat, just that we have.
You hid your gold right next to our gold?
It's no better place to be.
You're fucking right. No safer place in the mouth of a wolf, as they say. Alright, let's take him to Jacob. I think we're done with him.
I
Get this
think we
gold
should
back
make
to
him
us.
Jacob or
apologize to
Caleb?
Willis first.
Oh. Or we could take him to Elizabeth, the other choice, but I don't know if we could do that.
I think we've taken the law into our hands a bit much, and considering that I do have some respect for at least his elder brother.
You have...
does he have evidence at the house I can look and get, and then we can show it to Elizabeth, and then maybe we can show. I'm hoping to show Elizabeth that he's going to be consequenced, with jail
You
time and
have
everything.
4 choices in front of you. You can take him to Elizabeth. You can take him to Arthur. You can take him to Caleb. Or you can let him go. Those are your 4 choices.
We're not letting him go. Tell you that.
I'm just saying, those are your
Yeah.
4 choices.
Needs to be punished accordingly, but Elizabeth will slaughter him, so we can't do that. I know for a fact she'll
I
kill him.
ask him if
so-
he likes orc women.
Orc women? No.
You don't?
No, I prefer the soothing touch of a half-elf.
What's wrong with orc women?
I'm a small guy.
And I just looked down at Ben. That's a small guy.
You know,
And
small
he likes orc
friend,
women.
friend.
But
I
he's
like
used
all
to
women.
climbing mountains.
Loves me mountains. It's in my veins.
It's the difference between dwarves and humans.
The difference is everyone's got something to complain about. Even though you'll be reading half dozen books every week and you'll get laid 3 times a week as well, you'll still complain about being in prison.
Oh. You guys assume there's a prison here.
What?
Might
There's
get
no-
executed.
There's no prison in this town.
He might get executed either way.
You brought this up, so now we have to speak out of character, right? So, what?
Gallows, bro. Gallows, man. Gallows.
How do you think this city has 0 crime rate?
Oh, no, this city is fucking fucked, man.
Awesome.
You're telling me that now? This guy's worried about getting poisoned?
Nobody went to go
He
visit
would
the
not
guard
be
captain
worried
post.
about being poisoned. We can't take him to fucking Jacob. He's just gonna get murked or let go. We might as well let him go and benefit from it. Fuck. Let's just kick his
Really want
ass.
him
We
we
just
really want-
beat the hell out of him.
So I think.
Just beat the hell out of him and throw him in the river.
So,
Can I talk to you guys quietly so that he can't hear us?
yeah.
So I think if we do end up letting him go, which I don't know, I'm still kind of against, we need to find out who his contact is with the other kingdom,
Yeah, we
what
don't
kingdom
even
it
know.
was.
I'm assuming this guy's
Oh.
going to jail, but you guys point out a very, very crucial fact here. There are no fucking jails here.
I was like, nobody went to visit the guard captain post. So you guys would have known that there's no jail, just a gallows and a public embarrassment ring.
So that's because, well, technically he didn't kill anybody yet, but I think if he compensates Elizabeth,
He has a long, long list though. They've been looking for him for a while. We don't know
that is
what they're
true.
gonna do, and I don't want to take the law into my own hands here, but fundamentally, it's not right. Like, there's no corrective action here, and
They're
he
kind
has
of
no chance for forgiveness whatsoever at this point. Even though his brother is a guard captain, I don't know that there's
Are
gonna
you
be
guys?
much
What's your alignments?
awful. Wait,
awful good.
I think I'm lawful neutral. Where am I at? That was lawful neutral. Like if you're wrong. Where would I write that? Second. I just want to make sure I'm actually aligned with what I have down.
It's on top of your character sheet under alignment.
Yeah, mine's lawful good.
Lawful neutral. So,
Hey, we should be switching roles.
I'm true neutral.
you sure lawful neutral be? He should really he should atone for his crimes, but it doesn't always have to be death. Like
Yeah, but I'm over here grabbing his face. I'm
that is true. That was about character, I guess for
I
you.
feel like he should personally apologize to the person most.
I think they should personally. Well, I don't know about Elizabeth. I think you should write a note and maybe compensate money for the loss, along with maybe.
I'm
His
sorry.
apology's not gonna help the horses or anything. It's gonna be us dragging his ass all the way up there in custody in front of all these guards. We're not gonna get away with doing all that. We'll take the gold. We'll help them out. We'll pay for whatever issue there was, and we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. How we
Maybe.
make sure it doesn't happen again, we need to decide that. That's where
We
we're
can
at.
ask nice.
We
You
can
can tell him
ask
to never
him.
come back to
Might
this town too.
cut off all his fingers. We just need to come up with an agreement.
I don't. I feel like cutting off all his fingers might be a bit extreme.
I'm just speaking hypothetically.
We're yeah.
I don't think he has much chance here. He's already been caught and he's admitted it. None of us are going to lie about what he did. We don't want to cover for him.
I think maybe we should bring him back. Like we should ask him where the evidence is for the crimes we're investigating, and if he has anything else that might atone for his sins, and then. Yeah.
I think maybe we might want to talk to Jacob. That might be our only saving grace for everyone.
You hear the
Go talk to Jacob.
clattering. You hear the clattering and clanging of like 3 or 4 guards coming up behind you guys. Oh, party, adventurous!
Fuck me.
We found this in that room that you joined us with. Here, what are you taking this for? And he hands you what seems to be small notes that are about 3 inches tall and about 12 inches long, little scrolls. And all of them have an encoded message on them. And there's, we can't make heads or tails of this. We figured you guys might know something. Maybe it's a different language.
Wait, who's talking to us?
One of the guards.
Okay.
Anybody have? I was to say, anybody have giant as a language?
Yes, I do.
What?
All right.
Seriously?
That's so
Big
random.
Bev?
I like 'em
Oh
big.
my god.
I like them.
Oh, I'm not surprised Big Ben has giant language. Awesome.
I want to know what she's saying.
Well, that kind of threw a wrench in my plan, but so after you read the note, do you want me to whisper this to you or to read it out loud to everyone else?
What's that?
Read it out loud.
Okay.
Oh,
So the first note you read is pretty much explaining how to go through with the plan, when to expect the poisons to come in, how they're gonna get there through a horse and carriage coming in from the north, when to be there to pick them up. The next one is a little bit newer than the other one, explaining how payment will be received
Oh
upon
wait.
completion.
When you say out loud, do you mean to everybody so the guards can hear it too, or do you mean out
Yes.
loud as in to the characters here that are? Because I don't want the guards to hear the whole
Oh,
thing.
oh, okay. No, we'll just have it so like you're explaining it to the 3 of you guys.
Yeah.
All right. And then the final one is pretty much how to poison the horses and get away with it and trying to get rid of evidence upon yourself without causing suspicion. A very thoughtful laid out plan. So this plan was in state and Terry just followed it to the T.
I think given the situation, and you're damn lucky I could read giant. We probably need to talk to your brother and tell him what's going on here. Because this it's getting pretty thick. And we need to find out what kingdom is responsible for this. And I don't want to see a man hanged over
Ah,
something that doesn't deserve it.
I have that name somewhere. I had it written down. Is it listed here? I know I have a list in here somewhere of people. Damn it. I'm sorry, I seem to have lost the list. I have the kingdom name. It's just not with me right now.
Alright. Kingdom A.
Yeah.
Someone I'm familiar with or no?
Let me go see if I can find that written down because I remember writing it down. I didn't upload it to here. Let me give me 1 minute.
While he's gone, what do we want to do with Slick Terry here? Like, we've already got the kingdom. We have all the information. We
I think-
really just want to hand him over, or
I think he needs to be like punished in some way, but I don't think he should be killed over it since he didn't do anything. He didn't kill anything. He didn't do any like super acts of evil on it, but he should be punished or and compensate others in some way, shape, or form.
frankly don't know what their legal system here is, but technically we're kind of beholden to that. This is their area. You know, I'm not his lawyer. He's got to be subject to whatever they come up with. We can present the evidence and argue for him, sure, but fact is, he's kind of on his own here. He may have to I'm not killing the guy, and I'm not holding on to him. We
I'm
can't just
killing the guy.
have a
Yeah.
personal jail or private jail. So
What do you think, Yariple? What's your take on it?
I still think we should make him apologize to the person most affected by this.
would you be
I mean, there's two major people impacted by it.
would you be satisfied with an apology from him as his punishment?
As long as he apologizes to the right person.
Does
Who's
he
the right person?
does he have to
Elizabeth.
apologize in person?
What about
Yes, he
Willis too?
does. I feel like we should use the money to give to Willis to pay off his debts.
No, absolutely. The money's no consequence to us. I have no claim on that. I just don't think you should have it.
Found it. Okay, I got it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what if we just include Jacob in on how we feel his punishment should go then?
So, before I forget, I'm going to add this into a new folder. It is, what do I want to call it, a new folder?
I think some good public shaming and him apologizing to the right person and taking all the gold is consequence enough, and we should leave him alive. Maybe we should just bring that to Jacob and then let the guards take care of dragging him over there to do it.
He'll probably get executed because of all the other crimes he's committed.
I feel like that's his problem. If he gets executed after this and then he has crimes against him that we don't know of or that were piled up, that's got nothing to do with us.
That's true. I guess as long as he gets, as long as justice is served, and I mean, the Paylor does run this town, so.
So those notes were sent from the Duchy of Malkir.
Duchy, that's not good. I don't want to have to deal with the fucking oh boy.
Duke.
How'd you spell
How
that?
divided is the kingdom then? If there's a duchy, there's not going to be a high king.
That's how you spell it. I put it up in the chat.
Thank you.
So, how this kingdom is run is there's a central focus point, which essentially is a neutral zone that is held by higher royalty. And then as it spans out in all directions, there's like different states that run each section of the country.
Yeah.
And they all just kind of follow the main crown, but they all are left to their own devices. They're still allowed to go through wars and whatnot. Think of like the center point as like the UN, kinda. Like they're there to establish peace and making sure nobody goes overboard on things, but everyone's still allowed to their own devices.
But yeah, if a different section or duchy is, they can pretty much do whatever they want, even if, unless all the other duchies vote to disagree with it, I guess. Okay, so is that our plan then, gentlemen?
Fill me in.
We are discussing from the crimes that we know of what would be an appropriate punishment that would satisfy all three of us, which we're thinking obviously taking all the gold, paying off all of Willis's debt, and having him apologize directly, but making Jacob aware of everything from this side and influencing him to do that and take care of the legal aspect of it.
I guess Jacob won't matter. Do you mean Caleb, Mayor?
Caleb, whatever.
Okay.
Whomever.
Okay.
So that way, everything that happens to him after that is their own law, and we are subject to that too. But pertaining this, that's our opinion. So we're gonna try to push an influence towards that.
So in the order of operations here, you're gonna go to the misguided muskrat, collect the gold, and then you're gonna go to Caleb and turn Slick Terry in, or are you gonna turn Terry in first?
Slick Terry in first, because I don't want to drag his ass all over the place.
Okay.
Is Fireball gonna disagree with that? Because I know he wanted to have an apology. Although I guess we could ask Caleb to have Elizabeth come to the public shaming. That's part of it.
That's what I'm saying. But I think we should influence them to say this is what his punishment should
be. At least
be.
a public shaming, and then for whatever else crimes he has, they can do. If it's more severe, then
considering our
That's-
influence with the church and the fact that we got to the bottom of this whole
Yep.
damn investigation, I think that they could at the very least meet that demand. I think that's pretty, you know,
Okay,
reasonable.
so I can assume we're just gonna go see Caleb first.
Correct.
Okay. As you guys approach, I'm still assuming Terry is tied.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm leading him.
You got a choker and everything?
No.
Hit him in the head with a rock, though.
Put horse
Out of
reins on him.
everybody.
Is the irony.
It's crawling on all fours. The dwarf is riding him. Yeah, bitch! No.
Gets great gas mileage.
Goes a mile an apple.
Jesus.
What you know about apples?
What you know about apples?
How about vials?
So as you're walking towards the town
Mayor's
hall,
office. Oh,
town hall mayor's office,
Yep.
the two guards are questioning why you have Slick Terry in cuffs or a rope tie, but they don't really stop you either. And Stephanie is sitting behind a desk working through paperwork. Comes up, hello, Hulk. What's going on? Should I get the mayor?
yes.
That would be a good idea.
Please.
Yes.
You would be so kind.
I'll do that. She goes right into his office. And Caleb comes kind of rushing out going, I thought I told you guys to let me in on it first.
That's why we're here.
Circumstances dictated that this is how it's going to play out.
Explain. In detail. If you could.
I'm not sure how much we should reveal to you. All that we do know is that Slick Terry isn't directly responsible for what happened. He was just a pawn in the game.
Happened for what? I've been in the dark this whole time. You didn't tell me what you're investigating, and now you bring in Slick Terry in here in rope cuffs, and he's been crying.
Slick Terry has reluctantly, at first, admitted to poisoning some horses. In our investigation, we found that there is a lot more behind the plot, and there may be another kingdom involved, which takes our investigation outside of your jurisdiction. But concerning Slick Terry, we think that at the very least he should have to pay restitution and be publicly shamed and have to directly apologize.
This is a very well thought out matter. I was expecting you all to come in here and say, we want his head.
Well, I don't know that that's the most appropriate thing. That's why we're trying to influence this in the direction that suits all three of us.
Not so much
As-
harm. Well,
as a-
necessarily didn't kill anything. So
as a-
that's.
As what we feel like is a fair judgment, since we're really the only ones that know the full story and the extent of it.
So
Unless
he's
you
been
can read
poisoning
giant.
horses. Elizabeth's horses?
That's correct.
Oh, she cannot know about this. Oh, she cannot know about this. Oh, no.
Who can't know about this?
Elizabeth.
Yes, she can. She needs to know.
Oh, no. If she finds out, she'll rip his head from his ass.
Your
And
guard
what's wrong with
chief
that?
keep her from ripping his head from his ass.
Last time somebody crossed her, it took 16 guards to stop her from rampaging through the town after the person. We did more cleanup work than it was worth. We cannot tell her.
We brought it just outside of town to where you could apologize to her, and it won't cause harm to your buildings or anything else.
Are you suggesting putting a detail together to take him out to the farm and have her handle him out there?
I
Yeah.
just look at Yarble.
Just, yeah.
That's what the man wants. He does not want a written apology. He
I will
wants...
personally take him there.
If we all help.
What is your motivation, Yarble?
He hurt horses,
Okay. If that's the case,
innocent creatures.
we will put him on public display as per requested. He will be part of the public shaming. I'll make sure we have people out there to explain what's going on. He'll handle that for 16 hours, and then he'll be yours to do with whatever you please.
And I would like to add, since we have his restitution, that there would be a stipulation to anyone receiving that restitution, is that he is not killed.
If you're taking him to Elizabeth, I can't promise anything.
I don't want to take this man to Elizabeth. God, I want less chores. Is that bad?
I'm just telling you how it is. If he goes there and she kills him, that's on you guys, not me.
Like wrestling big green women, that is not how I want to wrestle big green women. Yarble, you're really the only one that wants to go through with that. How steadfast are you about dragging this guy clear out to that farm?
Pretty adamant about it.
Oh, something else I'm a little concerned. Well, I guess I'll have to speak outside of it. I can't reveal those details right now.
Tiny, you look like you got something on your mind.
I do, but I don't know if we can say it without giving away more of the story.
Now, let me clear something up here. You said he had outside help, and there's another kingdom involved?
We believe he had an outside influence. We're really not sure what to the extent of it or how much to believe. We want to investigate that further, but as far as your town is affected by it, he's admitted to all the guilt that he's responsible for.
He looks
You're
over
welcome,
at
by the way.
He looks over at Terry and goes, Terry, is this true? And he just kind of shakes his head up and down, yes. Are you sure these men aren't coercing you to say all this stuff? He just starts shaking his head, no. He refuses to speak outward.
I'd be afraid of her too, buddy.
All right, we will set him up for the rounds of embarrassment. We will take him from here, and Caleb walks up front to the two guards and instructs them to take Terry to the captain's post. And Caleb says, you will have him in 16 hours. And then from there, my hands are clean. And he walks back into his office, only to pop his head back out and go, good job not informing me on any of this. Goodbye. And
You want him back after we're done?
he's already assuming Terry's going to be murdered.
Okay.
Outside of my walls, don't care. It's kind of his mentality right now.
Well, technically, he should be paying his bounty.
There was no bounty for it.
That's true. He didn't say you get paid for it.
I mean, somebody was getting paid for doing this investigation. It sure as hell wasn't the ones succeeding in the investigation. Anyhow,
Yeah.
Tiny, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, so we're away from everybody, right? So
Yeah, just the three of you.
So the only thing I'm really concerned about is we're going to take this guy. There's an outside team involved. What if there's a spy or someone else watching him, and they try to free him because if they were serving him?
I think
Like,
it's
what if
more
they're-
likely that, in fact, that you brought this up, if there is a spy or somebody watching him because of the information he has, he's gonna be a dead man anyway. He's on death row. There's a duchy that wants to stay quiet. They sent this message in a language just about nobody should be able to read, and it just by circumstance fell into our hands. Right now, if we had knowingly the same information they had, we would be under their radar too.
So,
Beer.
because you're a dwarf and Tiny is a cleric that knows a lot of different things, I'm assuming this is kind of a general knowledge. This duchy is actually more based in the mountains area, and they're very mixed of dwarves and half elves, or in dark elves, like drow. They're a very mixed race with just those three. And there's been rumors that they've sided with a bunch of druids. to help handle farming and whatnot in the mountains and forest areas. And it's also run by a queen, not a king.
So it's a duchess.
Yeah, the duchess.
They still
What's
call it a
the,
duchy.
what's the race of the queen, I guess?
Not known. Nobody has seen her.
Yet.
Although there's been rumors circulating that she has been fair. All of her estimates have been fair. Her deal making has always been known as strict but fair. A very cunning woman.
How much does a horse cost?
That's a great question.
The medicine, well, they said the medicine was easy to make to heal them, so it probably wouldn't cost a whole lot for supplies to make that.
I don't want a horse as a monster. What the hell? I got a horse.
Yeah, what a monster.
You should
horse.
totally do that and have it attack your eyeball and see if he kills it.
Wait, what did you say?
Make a horse a monster that just attacks us.
So a riding horse is 75 gold pieces. A draft horse for like more or less carrying carts and whatnot is 50.
Let's get this bastard up there so that we can see him
Oh,
not get
we have
killed.
16 hours still. We don't have any.
Oh, what are we gonna do in 16 hours? We gotta travel straight to a fucking duchy next.
Hey,
You
Willis.
I'll say you guys got that gold thing to handle with Willis. And if
Alright.
you want, there's also the temple to deal with.
Let's go save Willis's ass and get some booty. High five. No high five?
I just walk away.
Up top!
Yeah.
Low five.
Hey, I rolled a
You're short.
20. Let's chase after him.
Somebody praise me, I did good!
I did good. Act like it. God, you're so neutral. Except for when it comes to horses for some reason.
Animals, bro. Animals.
Animals. Speaking of animals, let's go get some grub.
So as you enter the tavern, things are pretty much running as normal. Jacob is at the bar. He's just sitting there, minding his own business, scribbling at some notes.
Jacob's the captain, right?
Jacob
No,
is
Jacob
your
is the.
informant.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He's the main.
Yeah.
Do we have Slick Terry? Of course we have Slick Terry.
You do not. Slick Terry is
Oh,
in
right,
possession of the
right.
guards.
Ignore that.
It's
16
his
hours.
brother.
His brother is not there.
Is that how you say his name?
Arthur?
No, they're it's not like your article number.
I thought his
Wait,
brother's name was.
His brother's name is Arthur.
Arthur Jones.
Who
Yo.
the fuck is Jacob then?
Jacob is the
Jacob's
quest
the
giver.
informant.
Yeah.
He's the
Alright.
guy we were initially got here
Yeah.
from.
Like
On
at the very
Oh,
beginning.
I don't give a fuck about Jacob then. That's what I meant the whole time when I was talking about his brother's Arthur. Fuck about Jacob. Why didn't anybody correct me earlier?
We
Ignore the dwarf. It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
You rolled a 20 on attack, but not on intelligence. Go figure.
Somebody get me more dice.
Anyways.
Yeah, we.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
I just buy Arthur a drink and
Jacob.
Jacob.
you keep mixing them up.
Don't care about Jacob. You said
Arthur-
Arthur was here.
I said Arthur was not there.
Oh,
What time of day is it?
fuck, Jacob?
Mid-afternoon. Getting close to evening.
So like lunchtime.
Well,
Late
you're
Or
lunch.
after lunchtime.
Yeah, late lunch. It's only Jacob in the bar and Willis.
Oh,
That's it.
let's go get our gold.
So you go downstairs, you see the chest down there with you, and then there it is behind the chest, a small box with
it locked?
500 gold pieces in it.
500 doubloons.
I should let's think about that.
2 gold doubloons.
So I close the box and head back upstairs.
Okay. Willis just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I see you're using a storage chest like you're supposed to. All right."
How much is your debt?
You're just gonna say that out loud.
Do we really have to
There's
talk about
one
this in
person
front of
in here.
strangers?
This is your one chance in front of this one stranger that's not a stranger, Willis.
I owe 400 gold.
I would like the finest lunch smothered in gravy as I proceed to count out 400 gold.
Every time you do, he's just,
Ah! Ah. 1, 3, 4. And I want a really tall seat from now on. God damn it. With a little step ladder.
Oh.
You're not a gnome.
Thank you.
He goes back, and you hear pots and pans start clanging. And about 3 minutes later, he comes out with a chair that has a box attached to the bottom of it that's also on like wood blocks. It looks like a children's booster seat.
Just like my grandfather had. All right.
Jacob looks over at you and is like,
Dangling.
"Where did
This is
I-
amazing.
Jacob looks over and goes, I'm questioning where you got all that money from. Considering
Keep
you were
questioning.
broke when I left. A lot
I assure
happened,
you.
didn't it?
We are quite fixed. You know what I mean. Bring on the food.
It's gonna be a few minutes. Yeah, we got time to talk. So, did you find anything up in
Well.
those ruins?
We haven't
You
talked
didn't?
to him since then, have we?
No, you
No.
have not.
No.
I guess we can show him the.
Ding, sparkle, sparkle.
Didn't we get like a couple documents with some
Well,
with some
I have a
emblems
scroll.
on them?
I have a scroll of seal of jagged daggers on my inventory right now.
Oh yeah?
Could show them that.
Yeah.
I think you came to the right place. Just out of curiosity, though, what are you offering for? And I show him the bar of gold with the stamp on it.
He looks at it, slides it over to himself, picks it up, kind of does this to it, and it kind of bends it a little bit. It's like, okay. What do you want?
What you know about apples?
I know they're delicious, they're hard to come by, but with the right amount of money, I can buy you a whole fucking orchard. What do you want?
Do you have gold? Is that all you have? Or do you have something else that might interest us directly? Because objective prices here, I don't know what it's worth. We've got some other people working on it, I'll be frank with you. But what it's worth to me is a damn decent weapon or some good equipment. That's what I want.
Maybe information and traveling as well.
So, for this one bar, you want a piece of weapon, armor, or information?
I don't know what information he wants. That'll just be included in the overall deal. No, I mean for several bars. All of us want some equipment.
Several bars. How many bars are we talking here?
Well, there's a very large chest in the basement, and I'm carrying at least a couple of them with me. Let's count.
How many did you guys grab?
I had
All of 'em.
5.
There may be a couple not with us.
There's one. There's
Abs-
one that's somewhere else with the contract. I also have these. Might as well just show them the.
So I have the one
stuff.
50-pound gold bar that he has, that he's looking at right now, and then whatever else is in the chest. And the basement
one more
chest,
mine.
we have an additional 5 gold bars.
One's being appraised somewhere else right now.
No, actually, we have says Ragdool has 6 gold bars, 5 gold bars with Half Moon Tree of Life, tiny. So that's, I mean, that many. 15, 16, counting the one he's holding. 16 50-pound gold bars total.
Okay.
Jacob.
Okay.
I look very closely for sweat.
I am utterly impressed of everything you have done.
Well, there's a lot of dead things that paid for that, so I hope you're impressed. Thank you.
Tell me, dwarf, what is it you desire most?
I think instantly of
All
naked,
women.
just naked women. Um, struggling to say charities. Fact is, I need something powerful that I could do Paler's work with.
Get this man an axe.
So
What I
immediately in my
desire
mind,
is
I picture a great axe of sorts or hammer, blessed by the gods themselves.
well, I have been a man partial to hammers, personally. Sir,
Your mic is kind of robotic.
Yeah, so's your webcam.
He might be having some latency issue.
Yeah.
that was my shock and awe.
Give me 1 gold bar. Oh, he's reloading. Give me 1 bar, and in 3 days' time, I will have you a warhammer or a war axe, your choice, with the holy blessing of Palor on it, in your hands in 3 days.
That is a mighty bargain. You can keep that gold bar for a hammer, sir.
Very well. And he frantically grabs a note, pulls out a note, and writes in detail exactly what he's supposed to get.
You want this barter with them, Yarball? Next. Anything that you
I
desire?
didn't grab any gold bars. They're all yours.
Would you like one? Because you did a lot of work. I feel like you should at least get some of the cut. Is there anything that you want that you need to help with your adventures? Just saying. Well, you'd feel left out. Just in my nature.
You, Dragonborn, what do you desire?
Oh, honestly, maybe like do you know anything about like a scale mail by chance that could be enchanted for further
Absolutely.
protections or anything that might help?
You wanted to be more robust, more defensive?
I think so, but it does have to have like as you can see with my scale mills, very custom. It needs to have the paint and everything, and also show the symbol on there. So I know that's not a whole lot compared to the enchanted thing, but very specific about it. It needs to be basically this is colored sky blue and has the gold paint on the trims and the scale mail, but also has to be enchanted.
Hmm.
That way it
I
represents the Palor Church. That's why I have those specific colors.
I believe I can work something out like that in about 3 days.
Okay.
Yes. I think I can do that.
Yeah, what
I
would
just
you
look at Yarble like,
do you have any ideas what would help you in your adventures?
certainly earned your keep.
Are you able to get your hands on mithril?
Mithril. Ooh. You know your
That's a
stuff.
beard tugger.
If you want it, I can get to Mithril. However, I don't think I can get it enchanted within the 3-day time limit. For you know Mithril's so hard to come by. But I'll see what I can do if that's fine with you.
How long would it take for you to get it enchanted as well?
You gotta find the right specialist to enchant Mithril.
Are you saying you don't know anybody?
It's not that I don't know somebody. It's a matter of can they do it in the amount of time. Because I have to procure the Mithril and get it to them in the time needed. 5 days, maybe. Maybe. If I pull some strings, maybe I can get it in 3.
Whatever's the most convenient for you. If you can guarantee.
Now, do you want it as chainmail or scale?
Scale, please. Would be great.
Of course, of
Colors I have.
course.
Represent table. No. What? Worth a shot.
No god enchantments for you. Got it, got it, got it. Got a grudge against the big guy. Oh, man. Okay. Now, about the rest of those bars.
Oh, I think I might hold on to them for right now for a second. I kind of want to also point out some other stuff we had found. So for example,
No. Let's get these bars
No?
out of the way.
Sure.
If you have me take the rest of those bars, which there should be 13 left, correct? 1 bar for each of your custom orders. So there should be 13 left. Because you said 16, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Except there's one. Yeah, 16. And then I think there were 17, but the blacksmith has one of them.
Thing of it is, give us a minute to look at our. Because somebody didn't want any bars, so we already split them up amongst people, and now they want bars to use for mithril.
Well, let me throw this to you. If you guys can wait for 1 week sitting here in this town, by the end of that week, if you give me the rest of those bars, I will get you a nice carriage, travel worthy for long engagements, 4 horses, and 4 bags of holding.
Oh!
And they have supplies inside them for the horses as
Oh.
well and
holding
rations.
for-
That's. Are you saying all of the bars together is going to pay for this?
I don't think you understand how much a bag of holding costs by itself.
I think
I was like,
I'm
bag of
considering
holding.
spending somebody's
good
money
deal.
whom is not here. But
So,
if the group says that's the right thing to do,
so only one more condition on that is they need the bag of holders to have some supplies for the horses, enough for a few weeks. If you guys think that's fair, and also we need an item for
Two
Ragdool.
conditions. we need an
Um,
appropriate weapon for Ragdool.
Yes.
Something that makes him look like an asshole, though. And I want that carriage to have a driver and be female with a interesting personality.
I was going to say I would offer to be the driver.
I want the dynamic of another character.
Who's gonna
Female
play that
driver.
character?
Someone's got to watch our stuff.
Okay. And you want an additional bag of holding with just horse food.
Or just have we don't have doesn't have to be an additional bag of holding. Just have some supplies already in the bag of holdings we have. Because
Horses
obviously
eat
those are
meat.
expensive.
Can horses
No.
eat meat?
No, they're
No.
herbivores.
Horses don't eat meat. I'm curious because you hunt something fierce, so I'm just not worried about horse meat or whatever.
Horses usually will eat grass just fine as grain.
Yeah, they're herbivores.
Yeah.
Oh, Yarble does have a lot of apples for some reason.
I have no apples.
Excuse me, Ragdool.
He has potatoes.
Excuse me.
He has potatoes, not apples.
Well, then who has all these apples?
Nobody has apples.
What you know about?
Apples or oranges here.
Willis has all the apples.
Willis has the apples. I'm still counting on the bar.
So right now,
301,
I just really
302.
like apples.
so we're gonna go over the listing in this travel worthy carriage, 4 great bags of holding, horses to pull the carriage.
You getting all this, Carl? Tiny?
What's that?
A travel rated carriage.
Yep.
4 horses to pull the carriage.
Yep.
You want me to hire a permanent female driver, 4 bags of holding, with stock feed for the horses in one of them.
Good deal. Plus, we have some other items of interest as well. You may.
We need a
may wanna look at.
I'll say creative enchanted weapon for our friend Ragdool for his share.
Okay.
Yep.
I want it to be annoying. I want it to be annoying, or have a large phallus on the end of it, something like that.
I don't know about that, but as long as it's stronger than what he has currently.
Absolutely, it'll be stronger.
Okay.
But
Okay, I can do that.
something for him to appreciate not being here to spend his own money.
Does his character know? I guess it's not really a skill, but it is a barbarian.
It's appropriate. I mean, the carriage for his wolf. Do we have to consider that?
No. He could just ride in the back of the fucking, or he could just walk like the fucking animal he is.
I guess you guys don't understand how big
As
a travel
the
carriage
animal
is.
lover.
So, think of
Damn.
a travel carriage. A travel carriage is about, I don't know, it's about 40 feet long and about
Jesus.
10 feet wide. It's just pretty much a giant RV.
It's a travel tank.
Were designed originally to be mobile taverns.
Ooh.
That's what they were originally designed for. So it's pretty much going to be a mobile home base for
Is
you
it fully
guys.
equipped with beds and everything?
Yes.
Does it have Taylor's blessing on it?
You can put that on yourself if you'd like.
Roger Dodger.
I'm not sitting in it.
You don't have to. You can walk like the animal you are.
That's the thing.
You see what happens when he's not around?
Okay.
Ragdool.
So I can do all of
Yeah,
this.
progress.
I can do all of this in 1 week's time. But I need those bars now.
As long as we have that in a signed contract.
I'm still
Yes.
counting, so go ahead and grab those bars for him, Tiny. I'll agree to that. I think we all will.
As long as we get a signed contract beforehand as well, I will be comfortable with that. We'd all be comfortable, I think, to have some sort of written note.
What do you think I'm filling out here now?
There we go. Awesome.
He's literally writing, like, he's got everything written down. That's what you, as you
Sweet.
explained it.
Awesome.
All right. I'm going to regret asking this, but is there anything else you found in those ruins?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
So, I think one. Let's start with the
Let me check
these
in my
daggers. These two. I have 2 black daggers of black steel.
satchel. Yarble is one of mine. Jerk.
I have 7 daggers.
The daggers of
God.
black steel?
2
Allow
of them
me.
were mine personally, and then the other 5 were the ones that I took from the dungeon.
All right.
And the one that
Wood.
you picked up that was stolen from me, that was thrown at you. Okay. Yeah, we remember now. Ragdool.
Allow me.
It was thrown
please.
at me, so I took it.
Please, hand it to me. He goes through and inspects it. Ah! These are just black steel daggers. Nothing really of importance. They're just daggers. Made of a higher quality metal. That's all these are.
I believe we also had some scrolls.
Yes, we have a scroll of the seal jagged daggers.
Oh, you do? You do? How many? How many?
I'm holding one.
I am too. I'm holding one. I think there was only 2 or 3. I thought Ragdoll had one.
I also
know.
have a silver short sword with the jagged dagger symbol on it.
Oh, you can go through and keep that if you wish. It might come useful.
I have 2 scrolls with a jagged dagger on it, but I thought Rachel took one of mine, so I think that's wrong.
What's
I think
in
we
the
have 3
chest?
total.
I'll say what's in the chest. Didn't you guys have a chest full of shit?
Yeah, mine says 2 scrolls with jagged dagger.
I have one.
But I had carried some of the stuff on me though too. But
Wait.
I don't see Big Ben. Oh wait, I don't see Big Ben's on the basement chest. So you probably carried around with him.
Yeah, I have mine with me.
Okay. Alrighty. So, you've done well with finding these scrolls. These are highly valuable, especially for historians. As promised, how's 100 gold apiece for them?
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Yeah, I mean we're already getting
I'm not even gonna
scraped with
bargain.
everything else.
I just want to be done with bargaining.
But I do believe you do have something else.
I do believe I do. 351, 352.
Something else. Can we see it?
Oh,
I do have a
for speed.
I do have a history book of Kingdom of Scribes in a leather binder here.
Oh, you do? Allow me.
I don't.
Goes through and he pops it right open, starts flipping through the pages, closes it. For this book, I really can't give you a whole lot, besides our agreed contract of 100 gold pieces for it. However, I will give you a scroll. And this scroll is a scroll of sending. With this, you can contact me anytime, once. And I can get you out of any jam once.
I feel like that's a good deal. I think I'm gonna take it.
Let's punch him in the armor, you know, like his buddy.
Yeah,
Signed and
I think I'll take that deal from you. That's good.
Okay, so you sold how many scrolls?
Oh,
Tiny,
I only sold
two, I
2
have-
scrolls
I have one.
myself.
So 3 scrolls altogether?
Yeah.
Right.
I ever put that gold in my inventory. That's it was 100 piece, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll scroll.
Okay. Anything else that I should know about those ruins before I go on my way to gather the things that you requested?
There's a bunch of dead guys in there.
Like, you murdered a bunch of bandits and threw them in there?
No, just a bunch of
Fine.
skeletons. And
Skeletons.
zombie dogs.
Okay.
They were already dead when we got there.
If by killing in their sleep,
That wasn't even the
yes,
same spot.
That was the bandit camp. That wasn't the ruin.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one of the days we killed 2 skeletons,
you're right. I'm
2
just
zombie
feeling
dogs.
exceptionally guilty. Sorry.
You
So we
guys
killed
were
2
very
skeletons.
busy in the week I was gone.
We had one particularly agile skeleton in there we had our time killing.
I do actually think that when we first arrived there were goblins, but we baited away before we ever actually had an encounter with them. So
So you
Be
believe
aware of
goblins have
goblins.
invested the area?
Have you ever
absolutely.
heard of blue flames?
Blue flame.
Yeah, when we first got in there, we had seen blue flames, and then a hole appeared, and our barbarian fell down it.
I just remember the bottom of a hole in a dresser or something.
So
It's
our
all
barbarian fell
hazy.
down to it, and then the dwarf decided to jump in after, I believe.
Are
So,
you sure you guys didn't see a fey spirit?
not sure.
That sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Is there something else we might want to investigate there?
Well, I'm not too familiar with the story, but the story goes something along the lines of Fey spirits usually hang out where dead things are and need to be put to rest.
Oh, just look at everybody else. Okay.
And I mean, it could just be Adventurer's Wise Tale, but I've heard of the Blue Flame before, and it's always led people into dungeons or weird caverns where undead settle. Now, I can't say it happens all the time, but sometimes.
Hypothetically, if we killed all the undead in there, we would have released its spirit.
I think they more or less attract to the undead essence.
Oh.
If the rumors are true.
How would one put a rest of the face spirit then, based on rumors or stories?
I'm just saying what I think I heard, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
I guess we should investigate that more. Perhaps with the church we'll have more information.
Yes. Speaking of which, I've heard of your endeavors. Saving that boat full of people? Well done. I'm assuming
Thank you.
I'm assuming the town paid you handsomely for it.
Not the church, not the town. In fact, all we've been doing is hunting around horse poisoners.
We
Yarble.
did get paid for that.
We've been busy. I mean, we've been busy working overtime.
Is that why you tackled me earlier today?
The horse poison was, yeah.
Well,
You
I mean, I only grabbed your
unfortunately
cape. He kind of
were-
tackled you, so if you want to
You,
put like a dent in his thing, that's fine. But
you were a victim of circumstance,
Mm.
and I just want to point out, I did not attack first. There were rocks thrown.
The door
And
opens from the
Ragdool.
kitchen, and Willis comes out with the biggest pile of food covered in
Oh.
gravy in a bowl. Lays it in front of you. With a
I put-
strong ale with it.
The last gold coin down with a click. Where do your debts come from?
Well, over at the east side of town, there's a small building there. I met some man. Didn't really get a good look at his face, but he offered me a chance of making a lot of money, and it just had to come with a startup cost. And so I took it.
Can I trust you to pay this off with this 400 gold, or should I even bother asking whether or not you're actually going to take this 400 gold down there and pay it off?
I am going to take this, hand it to my wife, and let her handle it. Because
I
I am
trust
not
your
allowed.
wife, even though she might. I'm going to trust your wife.
stop yourself.
Please, sir, do enjoy your meal. I will be back. And he just kind of puts it all into a bag and goes back behind the counter. And you hear it just flop on a desk. And you hear Teresa, "What the fuck is that?" And he comes back out because it is out of my hands.
Good man.
Wife. Cheers. I assume you gave everybody an ale because they deserve it as well. I was just yanking your chain. Thanks for the food, though.
So Jacob's finishing up the contract, and he slides it over to Tiny, and it's exactly as it is. It's written out. Pretty much everything ready to go. So I did alter the contract a little bit, but for the better. Instead of having the weapons and everything to you in 3 days, I just kind of wrapped it all up into a week. So that way everything is done, ready to go, and gives me time to experiment for a weapon for your other party member. Oh, okay. So give me a week. Sign the contract, give me a week, and I'll be back.
It's fair. I'll just glance over it really quick, make sure it's good, and then sign it.
It's got the Warhammer written down, the scale mail, the mithril, the carriage, the horses, even the female driver, which is left. What was a fly? It just flew in my face. The female driver isn't specified on what race, and it's just kind of open ended. Just any driver. Yeah. And
Giant female driver would be funny.
It also has a receipt for the scrolls, the book, and the explanation of the scroll of sending. Is there anything else that I can do? We're good.
I think we're good.
Okay. And with that, after you sign, he just kind of jots off some notes, a kind of a quick copy of what he's got written down. He says, "This is your copy, this is my copy, and we'll be on our way." And he gets up, he bows graciously to all of you, says, "Thank you for your hard work. If you ever need more, I'll be back in a week. But it sounds to me like you have your own objectives now. Until then, I will see you soon." And he just leaves. Willis, overhearing everything, is like, "So, who are you people? Really?"
Adventures passing through. Trying to see follow Baylor's in my case.
Is this something you guys always have done, or is this something new?
Well, for me, it's kind of new. I used to be in a smaller town and kind of in charge of things, but that didn't work out so well. So now I'm just trying to find my own way to impact the world.
Fair enough. Okay. I cannot thank you enough for you guys helping me, clearing my name. I had the guard captain come through and pick up the barrel of poisons, and they're disposing of them as we speak. Is there anything I can do for you guys personally?
Well, if we continue just staying here while we're here would be awesome. Because you guys are gracious hosts.
I ask him if he can do me a favor.
Anything. Name it. Name it.
Stop gambling.
I second that.
I will try.
There's no try.
I have a
There's
feeling.
only do.
I have a feeling I won't be able to try anymore, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to.
I received a very shitty letter from Jim. He learned everything, and I am no longer allowed to go back there.
I would be sure to let the lady know to keep you on her tighter leash as well. Out of my good gracious, of course.
That might have been my bad.
That might have been my bad.
It's all for the better, though.
I'm actually gonna wait for this next encounter because Clarence is gone. Because I know he wants to be here to witness this. What are you laughing for? So we'll take a small break, I guess, waiting for Clarence. Wow, we've already been at this for an hour 50. Holy shit. That wrapped up actually really nicely. Oh.
I think it'd be a wrap up, although I'm not sure when
I will give him I'll give him 5 minutes. Because this won't take too long. Then we can leave off from there. Actually, what weapon do you think I should give Ragdool?
I was thinking that he seems to like attacking with both of his hands, so I was thinking like war axes or like broadswords of some sort instead of just like a great sword, but I don't know.
Like a
Okay.
Because
like stuff for his
barbarians
fist.
benefit from that sort of thing.
You should get like something for his fist and have like a giant blade.
Well, he's already got so he's pretty much it's a weapon that's attached to the hand and it's got daggers on the end of it, kinda. I'm not sure what it's technically called, but that's his weapon of choice. Let me see if it's written down on his sheet. What is it called?
It is under his attack. Under his attacks and spellcasting, it should be under there.
What is this?
What's it named?
Is it like a fist weapon?
No, his whole character sheet is all fucked up. Oh, okay. It's called the Iron Claw. That's what it's called.
Even upgraded version of that.
Yeah, probably will do something like that.
Just have it so it attaches to the feet instead. But no
Get some wolf
downsides
armor.
to it. So what's that?
Fill his bag of holding with potatoes.
Oh my god.
So I've been questioning on how big to make this bag of holding.
I mean, they're infinite.
No, they're not.
Bag of holdings are infinite.
I'm pretty sure they had a size restriction.
Do they?
500 pounds. And they can't exceed a volume of 64 cubic feet.
500 pounds.
Yeah.
Just said that. The bag weighs 15 pounds consistently as well.
Roughly 2 feet in diameter, 1 at the mouth, 4
Yeah,
feet
it's like a
deep.
satchel.
Yeah.
I mean, 500 pounds is heavy as shit.
Yeah.
So it's.
I
pretty
remember-
legit.
This is kind of a funny story, but I remember playing a necromancer once. It was a weird class that we had to homebrew a little bit. And he carried with him what we called his pocket army, where he had a bunch of undead, and he opened up the bag of holding and just dumped it on the field and resurrected all of them.
Okay.
I like
What is he,
it.
a witch doctor?
No, he was a necromancer wizard. He just just raised undead because he's got all these dead bodies. And then when the fighting was over, he just swept them all back into the bag.
Is it level 10 where we can
Start taking epic feats, yeah.
dual
About
class?
leveling and stuff right now.
You
We
can-
mentioned
You can dual class at any point in time, I believe.
Oh, you just have to choose which class to level up.
Yes.
I think. That's how that
Yes.
works, yeah.
oh, I was gonna say
That
you
one-
were talking about moving us up to level 5.
Were you? That's 3 levels, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I think or maybe we were talking about it.
And you were the only one that didn't answer me about it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I was in the group chat.
Oh, that's probably why.
I got mixed with everything else. I didn't see it either initially.
Because 3rd levels were like every class gets their power spike. If you're gonna jump
Oh.
us all the way up to 5th level, you gotta do-
So, I think I did the experience wrong.
I don't think I've gotten experience in a while either. Well,
Well, yeah.
Are
I
you
did-
doing the experience after the session?
I usually do it, yeah. Yeah, after the
Okay.
session.
Okay.
that's his character mancer level up. I guess so I have to click that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my problem. I just haven't been leveling up my character. I don't know. Usually that button doesn't show up until after
I'm wondering
There's
why
enough
there's a bunch of
experience.
fruit flies in this room.
the fruit in there.
I don't know, but there's just like a bunch of flies buzzing around. I'm like wondering what the hell they're coming from. So I guess I can do is put you all to level 4 because it's only fair.
I guess we had earned a lot of experience since doing all this stuff. Pretty sure we're close to level 3. Anyway.
Yeah, you were.
I'll just out my sheet real quick. That's really great.
Yeah,
I definitely do want to run a dual class.
Yeah, level 4 is not terrible with it. I guess we can just stop there because Clarence isn't back yet. It's been 5 minutes.
He said he was going to get food. I assume he's cooking something.
Right.